And action.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alex from Fitment Industries.
And I'm Dom.
And I'm Mario.
And they're also from Fitment Industries. They forgot the second part of what they were saying. And we are coming back with another episode of reviewing your cars from our gallery. So if you guys don't remember, Fitment Industries has over 7,000 aftermarket vehicles on our gallery with fitment specs, wheels, tires, suspension, all that sort of stuff that you can add it to. Then we give you a shout out on Instagram, and sometimes we even shout you out on Facebook. And the whole goal is to create this huge community of people that have cool, badass aftermarket cars. So this episode, we asked you guys to submit your cars to us directly so we could review them. So every single car we talk about today is and was requested through email. So if you're looking to get your car featured, all you need to do is add your car to our gallery at fitmentindustries.com/add, and then send us that link once it's live to what?
Shop at Fitment Industries.
Yep, shop at Fitment Industries, and then put in the subject line, review my car.
These were all sent to us. Like I said, we're not just gonna randomly scroll anymore because that was a big waste of time. So the first car we got is a Mazda RX8.
2004 Mazda RX8.
Yep.
Remember, we're rating out of 5.
I like the wing on this, and it's kind of like sleek. It's nothing crazy, but it's something that, you know, adds a little bit of a flair to it, a little bit style to it, but keeps it looking clean and kind of stock as well. That's kind of the look that I went for with my car. I like that, you know, modified, but still really clean look. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
What the hell?
Right out of the gates.
You can't just do that.
I did it.
I'm not a huge
Think about
fan
our
of
options.
the wing,
Yeah, that's true.
but overall, I'd have to give probably like a 3 as well.
What the heck?
I like the color, I like the wheels, I don't know, it's clean. But
You guys are like being a twin Simon Cowell.
I don't like RX8s.
I thought you guys were gonna be like 5.
And yeah,
What'd you rate?
I said a 3.
You said 3?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I don't have an explanation for you guys. I like it, but I don't love it. Like,
I think he did a very good choice on the pick for coilovers. He's got Bilstein, he's got Falcon FK510s. You know, I'm not a huge fan of RX8s in terms of reliability and stuff like that, but sometimes they have a bad name. I don't think the body kit is overdone. I think it's a little extra, but nothing bad. I'd rate it a 3 out of 5. I'm on the 3 out of 5 train.
what do they have, like a rotary
Nice.
engine?
What did you just call it?
How do you say
One more
it?
time?
A rotary?
One more. Wait.
A rotary.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
I don't know why he's making fun. I almost bought one of these actually, and then I realized I don't know how to do any engine work. So
Rotary.
A rotary. Rotary. Is that what I said?
No.
Oh. Next to the
I
next
can't believe I just experienced that.
Boom. We got
It's a 2006 Evo Lancer.
some work wheels.
Work VS XX's 18x12 square setup, 0 offset, Falcon Azzinis, FK450s, 265/35 on airlift. I don't see any camber. I see it's on air, it's running tuck. It looks very, very clean. Looks like you went with the carbon fiber doors, carbon fiber almost
Hood,
everything.
doors, trunk.
Looks like it's pretty well built. I like it. I'm not a super huge fan of riveted over fenders, as everybody knows. I'm more of a fan of the molded style. That's just me. I've had riveted before, so don't think I'm just one of those snobs that's never done it before. I did it on my Datsun. I would give it a 3.75 out of 5. I would give that a solid. That's a solid looking car.
Mario?
Wow. I'd probably give it a 4 just because I don't like that much carbon. But I like carbon, but I don't like a lot of carbon. I think it would have been cleaner if it was just white, but like,
Sure.
I'm not hating.
Just being a huge fan of all-wheel drive and those beautiful square setups to match up with that all-wheel drive. Obviously, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 because it is just downright beautiful.
So I know for a fact he's gonna give you shit right away because of the tires, because that's just who he is.
All right, so this is Static Civic's 1996 Honda Civic front-wheel drive sitting on some Whistler KR7s, 16x9 plus 25, some Nankang NS20 195/45s. First off, I can tell that this was a car that was likely built and done and then kept that way for a long time, because I don't think anybody now would do this build. This is a 2005, 2006, maybe even a 2010 build. Even way back then, that was probably still coming out of phase. I would even say it's older than that, and somebody got it done and then just left it as is. If you were to build this now, you'd probably get a little bit of flack from people. Maybe you did. Maybe I'm just completely talking out of my ass.
The style does look a little bit dated. However, I think it is at least from the pictures that we can see here, it's a very clean setup. It's not anything that's got like ridiculous stickers all over it, or
Like my car.
Yeah.
or you know, anything wild like that just would take away from that very clean aspect of it. And that's what I go for. That's what I love to see in vehicles. It's just a clean build. I'm gonna give this one, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I'll go with 3 out of 5.
Mario?
Well, obviously they already touched on the dated part of it, but like if you were to travel back in time to like 05 and say I was looking at it, not that I'm hating, but I would give it a 5. I'd give it a 4 just because it's clean. The color's different.
I would honestly.
Fitment's on point,
yeah.
really. Everything about it. I don't like the taillights, to be honest, but.
If this was 2005, I'd rank this thing like a 4.25 out of 5. If this was definitely 2005, hell yeah. But because the scene has changed, the clear crystal taillights and of course Honda Civics really kind of aren't the most popular mod car anymore, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5.
Boom, 1992 Nissan Skyline R32.
Holy moly.
All right, I'll let you start first, Alex, on this one.
BBS fronts, 18x10, 0 offset, 18x12, negative 25s in the rear. So he rebailed them, did his own thing. On a 1992 Nissan Skyline R32, Achilles AT Sport fronts, so decent, okay tires, I would say. Broadline static coilovers. So this has that Pandem wide body. There is 2 of these actually in Wisconsin too that have the Pandem wide body R32 kits, white, and I think there's a red one here in Wisconsin now. Definitely a cool setup, pretty minimalistic. Reminds me a lot of the E36 bolt-on over fenders that you can run.
The thing that I notice is that like at first glance you don't notice it, like from this shot right here you don't notice it, but then as you start to kind of look closer at the pictures and the fitment on it, you can definitely tell. So, but initially you could tell that something's a little bit different, but it's not like glaringly obvious that it's, you know, the Pandem wide body kit. The reason is for that.
Until you look at the sunken gas cap, you really can't tell. I dig it. I give it a 3.5. I think it's clean. I don't think there's enough pictures for me to like give it a higher score just because it's tough. Yeah. I know those R32 bodies are an absolute nightmare to work with when you go for over fenders. I know people that have tons of issues with keeping them on and just tons of issues with their fender work, with the metal being extremely thin. So I'd be interested to see if he's having any issues, but it's definitely a really good looking car.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3.5. I like it all the way around. It's a pretty clean setup. Like I said, you didn't really notice it right away, and it just kind of blended pretty well at first glance. So I think it's clean, and plus it's a badass car, so you can't go wrong there.
Overall, 3.5. Last and final one. 2016 Volkswagen GTI.
On Sparco Assetto Garas, 18x8 plus 48. Michelin Pilot Super Sports, my man! You got some good tires there, bud. And some VWR lowering springs. I like it. I've always been a fan of hot hatches, especially the 4-door kind. Volkswagens have always had a soft spot in my heart because I think the community and Volkswagen community is probably one of the most robust, creative communities out there in the car scene. I think that if you've ever been to a Euro show, like a full Euro show, you can see how crazy these guys get with their MK1, or their Mark 1s, their Mark 2s. I got yelled at the last time I called it an MK1. Apparently that's not what you say, but it is cool to see the following that the Volkswagen community has. And it seems like people are extremely appreciative of whatever it is that you're building. So whether you're creating like a tucked in shaved car, or you're doing something that's just like kind of like a budget build, pretty much people don't frown on anything as long as you keep the car clean, and it looks like this car is just that. So I'd probably give it a 3.5 out of 5 again.
I'm assuming he dailies this, so I'm assuming that's why he's on lowering springs, and he doesn't have that crazy stance, you know, look that everybody's going for nowadays. So if this was my daily, I'd definitely give it like a 3.5. It's clean. I'd definitely.
Yeah, it's not in your face. Yeah. You know, it's not crazy like that.
Overall, I really like it. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of, I like the fitment. I like the lowering springs. It's not bad. It's a start. It's more than what I have right now. But the only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is those wheels. Those wheels. They don't do it for me. It is clean. I'd give it a 3.
3.
Only because of the wheels, otherwise it'd be a 3.5.
Dang.
No 5s on today's episode. Huh?
No 5s.
Was there any 5s on the last ones? I don't think there were.
Yeah, because you were drunk and you were throwing out 5s towards a
I was throwing 5s at everybody.
Toyota or something like that. I can't remember. So if you guys, of course, are probably already in the comments drumming up a storm, but let us know below what you would rate the cars. We'll actually include description and, of course, add your car to the gallery and then send that to us, and we will review it on here and let us know if there's anything that you'd like us to change, go faster, go slower, or anything like that. But don't forget to send them in. That is shop@fitmentindustries.com, and then put in the subject line review my car. And all you have to do is send your live link to us once you submit your car and add it to our gallery. So I'm Alex. Mari doesn't know how to do math, and Dom's the one that handles the emails, and we'll see you later. Peace.